Assalamu alaikum. Please mute your lines. Prepare your hearts and minds for prayer. Attention. Prayer.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salat. Hayya ala salat. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. قل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. All praise is due to Allah. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I thank Allah for His coming and intervention in our affairs in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. I thank Him for the eternal leader of the nation of Islam, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I thank the both of them for the modern-day Jesus in our midst, our divine guide, our divine warner, and a divine mercy, yet among us, the final call, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I greet you in the greeting words of peace and paradise in our original language of Arabic of Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 Qur'ānic Read and Podcast. And Jummah Mubarak, all praise is due to Allah. We began the call this morning at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard with the music mix lecture titled Seek Refuge in Allah. This message was delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, August the 10th, 1986. Today, we are blessed to be reading Part 30. Part 30 begins with Surah 78, Ayat 1, and goes all the way through to Surah 114, Ayat 6. Once again, we are blessed today to begin the reading of Part 30 which begins with Surah 78, Ayat 1, and goes all the way through to Surah 114, Ayat 6. Our Sister LaShawn will begin our read. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah.
Wa alaikum salam. Part 30, Surah 78, Al-Naba, the Announcement. Section 1, the Day of Decision, Ayat 130. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Of what do they ask one another? Of the tremendous announcement, about which they differ. Nay, they will soon know. Nay, again, they will soon know. Have we not made the earth an expanse and the mountains as pegs? And we have created you in pairs, and made your sleep for rest, and made the night a covering, and made the day for seeking livelihood. And we have made above you 7 strong bodies, and made a shining lamp. And we send down from the clouds water pouring forth in abundance, that we may bring forth thereby grains and herbs, and luxuriant gardens. Surely the day of decision is appointed, the day when the trumpet is blown, so you come forth in hosts, and the heaven is open, so it becomes as doors, and the mountains are moved off, so they remain a semblance. Surely hell lies in wait, a resort for the inordinate, living therein for long years. They taste not therein coolness nor drink, but boiling and intensely cold water. Requital corresponding. Surely they face not the reckoning, and rejected our messages, giving the lie thereto. And we have recorded everything in a book, so taste, for we shall add to you naught but chastisement. Part 30, Surah 78, Al-Naba, the Announcement. Section 2, the Day of Decision, Ayats 31 through 40. Surely for those who keep their duty is achievement, gardens and vineyards, and youthful companions equals in age, and a pure. They hear not therein vain words nor lying. A reward from thy Lord, a gift sufficient, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and what is between them, the Beneficent. They are not able to address him. The day when the Spirit and the angels stand in rank, none shall speak except he whom the Beneficent permits, and he speaks aright. That is the true day. So whoever desires may take refuge with his Lord. Truly we warn you of a chastisement near the day when man will see what his hands have sent before, and the disbeliever will say, oh, would that I were dust.
Chapter 79, Those Who Yearn, Ayat 1 through 26. The great commotion in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. By those yearning vehemently, and those going forth cheerfully, and those running swiftly, and those that are foremost going ahead, and those regulating the affair, the day when the quaking one shall quake. The consequence will follow it. Hearts that day will palpitate, and their eyes downcast. They say, shall we indeed be restored to our first state? What? After we are rotten bones? They say, that would be, subhanallah, that would then be a return with loss. It is only a single cry. When lo, they will be awakened. Has not there come to thee the story of Moses, when his Lord called him in the holy valley Tuwa? Go to Pharaoh, surely he has rebelled, and say, wilt thou purify thyself and I will guide thee to the Lord, so that thou fear him. So he showed him the mighty sign, but he denied and disobeyed. Then he went back hastily. So he gathered and called out. Then he said, I am your Lord, the Most High. So Allah seized him with the punishment of the hereafter and of his life. Surely there is in this a lesson for him who fears.
Part 30, Surah 79, Those Who Yearn. Section 2, The Great Calamity, ayahs 27 through 46. Are you the stronger in creation or the heaven? He made it. He raised high its heights and made it perfect. And he made dark its night and brought out its light. And the earth, he cast it after that. He brought forth from it water and its pasture, and the mountains. He made them firm, a provision for you and for your cattle. So when the great calamity comes, the day when man remembers all that he strove for, and hell is made manifest to him who sees, then as for him who is inordinate and prefers the life of this world, hell is surely the abode. And as for him who fears to stand before his Lord and restrains himself from low desires, the garden is surely the abode. They ask thee about the hour. When will that take place, about which thou remindest? To thy Lord is the goal of it. Thou art only a warner to him who fears it. On the day when they see it, it will be as if they had but tarried for an evening or a morning.
Part 30, Surah 80, He frowned, ayats 1 through 42. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, he frowned and turned away, because the blind man came to him. And what would make thee know that he might purify himself, or be mindful, so the reminder should profit him? As for him who considers himself free from need, to him thou dost attend, and no blame is on thee, if he purify himself not. And as to him who comes to thee striving hard, and he fears, to him thou payest no regard. Nay, surely it is a reminder. So let him who will mind it, in honored books, exalted, purified, in the hands of scribes, noble, virtuous. Woe to man, how ungrateful is he! Of what thing did he create him? Of a small life germ he creates him, then proportions him, then makes the way easy for him. Then he causes him to die, then assigns to him a grave. Then, when he will, he raises him to life again. Nay, but he does not what he commands him. Then let him look at his food. How we pour down abundant water, then cleave the earth, cleaving it asunder, then cause the grain to grow therein, and grapes and clover, and the olive and the palm, and thick gardens, and fruits and herbage, a provision for you and your cattle. But when the deafening cry comes, the day when a man flees from his brother, and his mother and his father, and his spouse and his sons, every man of them that day will have concern enough to make him indifferent to others. Faces on that day will be bright, laughing, joyous, and faces on that day will have dust on them, darkness covering them. Those are the disbelievers, the wicked.
Part 30, Al-Taqwa, the folding up, ayat 1 through ayat 16. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, when the sun is folded up, and when the stars are dust-colored, and when the mountains are made to pass away, and when the camels are abandoned, and when the wild animals are gathered together, and when the cities are made to swell, and when men are united, and when the one buried alive is asked, for what sin she was killed, and when the books are spread, and when the heaven has its covering removed, and when hell is kindled, and when the garden is brought nigh, every soul will know what it has prepared. Nay, I call to witness the stars, running their course and setting. Setting the night when it departs, and the morning when it brightens. Surely it is the word of a bountiful messenger, the possessor of strength, established in the presence of the Lord of the throne, one to be obeyed and faithful, and your companion is not mad. And truly he saw himself on the clear horizon, nor is he Nigali of the unseen, nor is it the word of an accursed devil. Whether then are you going, it is not but a reminder for the nations, for him among you who will go straight, and you will not, except Allah please, the Lord of the world.
Part 30, Surah 82, El Infatar, the cleaving, ayats 1 through 19. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. When the heaven is cleft asunder, and when the stars become dispersed, and when the rivers are made to flow forth, and when the graves are laid open, every soul will know what is to sent forth before and what it is held back. O man, what beguiles thee from thy Lord, the gracious, who created thee, then made thee complete, then made thee in a right good state. Into whatever form he pleases, he casts thee. Nay, but you give the lie to the judgment. And surely there are keepers over you, honorable recorders. They know what you do. Surely the righteous are in bliss, and the wicked are truly in burning fire. They will enter it on the day of judgment, and will not be absent from it. And what will make thee realize what the day of judgment is? Again, what will make thee realize what the day of judgment is? The day when no soul controls aught for another soul, and the command on that day is Allah's.
Part 30, Chapter 83, Al-Tafif, Default in Duty, Ayats 1 to 36. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Woe to the cheaters, who, when they take the measure of their dues from men, take it fully, and when they measure out to others or weigh out for them, they give less than what is due. Do they not think that they will be raised again to a mighty day? The day when men will stand before the Lord of the worlds. Nay, surely the record of the wicked is in the prison. And what will make thee know what the prison is? It is a written book. Woe on that day to the rejectors, who give the lie to the day of judgment, and none gives the lie to it but every exceeder of limits, every sinful one. When our messages are recited to him, he says, stories of those of yore. Nay, rather, what they earned is rust upon their hearts. Nay, surely they are that day debarred from their Lord. Then they will surely enter burning fire. Then it will be said, this is what you gave the lie to. Nay, surely the record of the righteous is in the highest places. And what will make thee know what the highest places are? It is a written book. Those draw near to Allah witness it. Surely the righteous are in bliss, on raised couches, gazing. Thou recognizest in their faces the brightness of bliss. They are given to drink of a pure drink, sealed. The sealing of it is with musk. And for that, let the aspirers aspire. And it is tempered with water coming from above, a fountain from which drink those drawn near to Allah. Surely they who are guilty used to laugh at those who believe. And when they passed by them, they winked at one another. And when they returned to their people, they returned exulting. And when they saw them, they said, surely these are in error, and they were not sent as keepers over them. So this day, those who believe laugh at the disbelievers on raised couches, gazing. Surely the disbelievers are rewarded as they did.
Part 30, Surah 84, Al-Shakak, the bursting asunder. Ayats 1 through 25. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. When the heavens burst asunder, and listens to his Lord and is made fit, and when the earth is stretched, and casts forth what is in it, and becomes empty, and listens to its Lord and is made fit. O man, thou must strive a hard striving to attain to thy Lord until thou meet him. Then as to him who is given his book in his right hand, his account will be taken by an easy reckoning, and he will go back to his people rejoicing. And as to him who is given his book behind his back, he will call for perdition and enter into burning fire. Surely he was erstwhile joyful among his people. Surely he thought that he would never return to Allah. Yea, surely his Lord is ever seer of him. But nay, I call to witness the sunset redness, and the night and that which it drives on, and the moon when it grows full, that you shall certainly ascend to one state after another. But what is the matter with them that they believe not? And when the Qur'an is recited to them, they adore him not. Prostration. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Nay, those who disbelieve give the lie, and Allah knows best what they hide. So announce to them a painful chastisement, except those who believe and do good. For them is a reward that shall never be cut off.
Chapter 85, The Stars, Ayat 1 through 22. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. By the heaven full of stars, and the promised day, and the bearer of witness, and that to which witness is born. Destruction overtake the companions of the trench. The fire fed with few when they sit by it, and they are witnesses of what they do with the believers. And they punish them for naught, but that they believed in Allah, the Mighty, the Praised. Whose is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and Allah is witness of all things. Those who persecute believe in men and believe in women, then repent not. Theirs is the chastisement of hell, and theirs the chastisement of burning. Those who believe and do good, theirs are gardens wherein flow rivers. This is the great achievement. Surely the grip of thy Lord is severe. Surely he it is who creates first and reproduces, and he is the forgiving, the loving, Lord of the throne of the power, the glorious, doer of what he intends. Has not there come to thee the story of the host, O Pharaoh and Damud? Nay, those who disbelieve give the lie, and Allah encompasses them all sides. Nay, it is a glorious Qur'an and a guarded tablet.
Part 30, Surah 86, Al-Tariq, the Comer by Night, Ayats 1 through 17. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the heaven and the Comer by night, and what will make thee know what the Comer by night is? The star of piercing brightness. There is not a soul, but over it is a keeper. So let man consider of what he is created. He is created of water pouring forth, coming from between the back and the ribs. Surely he is able to return him to life. On the day when hidden things are manifested, then he will have no strength nor helper. By the cloud giving rain, and the earth opening with herbage. Surely it is a decisive word, and is not a joke. Surely they plan a plan, and I plan a plan. So grant the disbelievers respite, then let them alone for a while.
Chapter 87, Allah, the Most High, 1 through 19. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Glorify the name of thy Lord, the Most High, who creates, then makes complete, and who measures, then guides, and who brings forth herbage, then makes it dried up, dust-colored. We shall make thee recite, so thou shalt not forget, except what Allah please. Surely he knows the manifest and what is hidden, and we shall make thy way smooth to a state of ease. So reminding, indeed profits. He who fears will mind, and the most unfortunate one will avoid it. Who will burn in the great fire? Then therein he will neither live nor die. He indeed is successful who purifies himself and remembers the name of his Lord, then prays. But you prefer the life of this world, while the hereafter is better and more lasting. Surely this is in the earliest scriptures, the scriptures of Abraham and Moses.
Part 30, Surah 88, the overwhelming event, Ayats 1 through 26. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Has there come to thee the news of the overwhelming event? Faces on that day will be cast down. The faces on that day will be downcast, laboring, toiling, entering burning fire, made to drink from a boiling spring. They will have no food but of thorns, neither nourishing nor satisfying hunger. Faces on that day will be happy, glad for their striving in a lofty garden, wherein thou wilt hear no vain talk. Therein is a fountain flowing, therein are thrones raised high, and drinking cups ready placed, and cushions set in rows, and carpets spread out. See they not the clouds, how they are created, and the heavens, how it is raised high, and the mountains, how they are fixed, and the earth, how it is spread out. Thou remind, thou art only one to remind, thou art not a water over them. But whoever turns back and disbelieves, Allah will chastise him with the greatest chastisement. Surely to us is their return, then it is for us to call them to account. Part 30, Surah 89, the daybreak, ayats 1 through 30. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the daybreak, and the 10 nights, and the even and the odd, and the night when it departs. Truly, in this is an oath for men of understanding. Hast thou not considered how thy Lord dealt with Ad of Aram having lofty buildings, the like of which were not created in the land, and with Thamud, who hewed out rocks in the valley, and Pharaoh, the Lord of hosts, who exceeded limits in the cities, and made great mischief therein. So thy Lord poured on them a portion of chastisement. Surely thy Lord is watchful. As for man, when his Lord tries him, then gives him honor and favors him, he says, my Lord honors me. But when he tries him, then straightens to him his subsistence, he says, my Lord has disgraced me. Nay, but you honor not the orphan, nor do you urge one another to feed the poor. And you devour heritage, devouring all, and you love wealth with exceeding love. Nay, when the earth is made to crumble to pieces, and thy Lord comes with the angels, ranks on ranks, and hell is made to appear that day. On that day, man will be mindful, and of what use will being mindful be then? He will say, oh, would that I had sent before, for this my life, but none can punish as he will punish on that day, and none can bind as he will bind on that day. O so thou art at rest. Return to thy Lord, well-pleasing. So enter among my servants, and enter my garden.
Part 30, Surah 90, Al-Batlad, the city, ayats 1 through 20. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Nay, I call to witness this city, and thou wilt be made free from obligation in this city. And the begetter and he whom he begot, we have certainly created man to face difficulties. Does he think that no one has power over him? He will say, I have wasted much wealth. Does he think that no one sees him? Have we not given him 2 eyes, and a tongue, and 2 lips, and pointed out to him the 2 conspicuous ways? But he attempts not the uphill road. And what will make thee comprehend what the uphill road is? It is to free a slave, or to feed in a day of hunger an orphan nearly related, or the poor man lying in the dust. Then he is of those who believe and exhort one another to patience, and exhort one another to mercy. These are the people of the right hand. And those who disbelieve in our messages, they are the people of the left hand. On them is fire closed over.
Part 30, Surah 91, Al-Shams, the sun, ayat 1 through 15. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the sun and his brightness, and the moon when she borrows light from him, and the day when it exposes it to view, and the night when it draws a veil over it, and the heavens and its mate, and the earth and its extension, and the soul and its perfection. So he reveals to its way of evil and its way of good. He is indeed successful who causes it to grow, and he indeed fails who buries it. Thamud reject the truth in their inordinacy, when the bases of them broke forth with mischief. So Allah's messenger said to them, leave alone Allah's she-camel, and give her to drink. But they called him a liar and slaughtered her. So their Lord destroyed them for their sin and leveled them with the ground, and he fears not its consequence.
Part 30, Chapter 92, Al-Layl, the night, Ayats 1 through 21. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the night when it draws a veil, and the day when it shines, and the creating of the male and the female, your striving is surely for diverse ends. Then as for him who gives and keeps his duty, and accepts what is good, we facilitate for him the way to ease. And as for him who is niggardly and considers himself self-sufficient, and rejects what is good, we facilitate for him the way to distress. And his wealth will not avail him when he perishes. Surely ours is it to show the way, and surely ours is the hereafter and the former. So I warn you of the fire that flames. None will enter it but the most unfortunate, who rejects the truth and turns his back. And away from it shall be kept the most faithful to duty, who gives his wealth, purifying himself. And none has with him any boon for a reward, except the seeking of the pleasure of his Lord, the Most High. And he will soon be well pleased.
Part 30, Surah 93, Aduha, the brightness of the day, Ayat 1 through 11. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the brightness of the day and the night when it is still, thy Lord has not forsaken thee, nor is he displeased. And surely the latter state is better for thee than the former. And soon will thy Lord give thee so that thou wilt be well pleased. Did he not find thee an orphan, and give thee shelter? And find thee groping, so he showed the way? And find thee in want, so he enriched thee? Therefore the orphan oppress not, and him who asked chide not, and the favor of thy Lord proclaim.
Part 30, Surah 94, the expansion, Ayats 1 through 8. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, have we not expanded for thee thy breast, and removed from thee thy burden, which weighed down thy back, and exalted for thee thy mention? Surely with difficulty is ease, with difficulty is surely ease. So when thou art free from anxiety, work hard, and make thy Lord thy exclusive.
Part 30, Surah 95, Al-Tin, the Fig, Ayats 1 through 8. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. By the fig and the olive, and Mount Sinai, and this city made secure. Certainly we created man in the best make. Then we rendered him the lowest of the low, except those who believe and do good. So theirs is a reward, never to be cut off. So who can give the lie to thee after this, about the judgment? Is not Allah the best of the judges?
Part 30, Chapter 96, Al-Alaq, the clock, Ayats 1 through 19. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, read in the name of thy Lord who creates man from a clock. Read, and thy Lord is most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man what he knew not. Nay, man is surely inordinate, because he looks upon himself as self-sufficient. Surely to thy Lord is the return. Hast thou seen him who forbids a servant when he prays? Seest thou if he is on the right way, or enjoins observance of duty? Seest thou if he denies and turns away? Knows he not that Allah sees? Nay, If he desists not, we will seize him by the forelock, a lying, sinful forelock. Then let him summon his council. We will summon the braves of the army. Nay, obey him not, but prostrate thyself, and draw nigh to Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Surah 97, Chapter 97, Al-Qadar, the Majesty. Part 30. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Surely we revealed it on the night of majesty. And what will make thee comprehend what the night of majesty is? The night of majesty is better than 1,000 months. The angel and the spirit descend in it by the permission of their Lord, for every affair. Peace it is till the rising of the morning.
Part 30, Surah 30, Part 30, Surah 98, Al-Bayina, the clear evidence, Ayats 1 through 8. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Those who disbelieve from among the people of the book and the idolaters could not have been freed till the clear evidence came to them. A messenger from Allah reciting pure pages, wherein are all right books. Nor those to whom the book was given become divided till clear evidence came to them, and they are enjoined not but to serve Allah, being sincere to Him in obedience, upright, and to keep up prayer and pay the poor rate, and that is the right religion. Those who disbelieve from among the people of the book and the idolaters will be in the fire of hell, abiding therein. They are the worst of creatures. Those who believe and do good, they are the best of creatures. Their reward is with their Lord, gardens of perpetuity wherein flow rivers, abiding therein forever. Allah is well pleased with them, and they are well pleased with Him. That is for him who fears his Lord.
Part 30, Surah 99, the shaking, ayats 1 through 8. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. When the earth is shaken with her shaking, and the earth brings forth her burdens, and man says, what has befallen her? On that day she will tell her news, as if thy Lord had revealed it to her. On that day men will come forth in sundry bodies, that they may be shown their works. So he who does an atom's weight of good will see it, and he who does an atom's weight of evil will see it.
Part 30, Surah 100, El-Adiyat, the Assaulters, Ayat 1 through 11. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. By those running and uttering cries, and those producing fire, striking, and those suddenly attacking at morn. Then thereby they raise dust, then penetrate thereby gatherings. Surely man is ungrateful to his Lord, and surely he is a witness of that. And truly on account of the love of wealth he is niggardly. Knows he not when that which is in the graves is raised, and that which is in the breast is made manifest? Surely their Lord this day is aware of them.
Part 30, Al-Kara, the Calamity, Ayat 1 through 11. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. The calamity, what is the calamity? And what will make thee know how terrible is the calamity? The day wherein men will be as scattered moths, and the mountains will be as carded wool. Then as for him whose measure of good deeds is heavy, he will live a pleasant life. And as for him whose measure of good deeds is light, the abyss is a mother to him. And what will make thee know what that is? A burning fire.
Chapter 103. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. By the time, surely man is in loss, except those who believe and do good, and exhort one another to truth, and exhort one another to patience.
Surah 102, Part 30, The Abundance of Wealth. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Abundance diverts you until you come to the grave. Nay, you will soon know. Nay, again, you will soon know. Nay, would that you knew what a certain knowledge. You will certainly see hell. Then you will see it with certainty of sight. Then on that day you shall certainly be questioned about the boon. Surah 104. The Slanderer. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Woe to every slanderer, defamer, who amasses wealth and counts it. He thinks that his wealth will make him abide. Nay, he will certainly be hurled into the crashing disaster. And what will make thee realize what the crashing disaster is? It is the fire kindled by Allah, which rises over the heart. Surely it is closed in on them in extended columns.
Surah 105, The Elephant, Ayats 1 through 5. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Hast thou not seen how thy Lord dealt with the possessors of the elephant? Did he not cause their war to end in confusion, and send against them birds and flocks, casting at them decreed stones? So he rendered them like straw eaten up.
Part 30, Surah 106, Al-Qur'ānic, Ayats 1 through 4. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, for the protection of the Quraysh, their protection during their journey in the winter and the summer. So let them serve the Lord of this house, who feeds them against hunger and gives them security against fear.
Chapter 107, Al-Ma'un, Acts of Kindness, 1 through 7. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Hast thou seen him who belies religion? That is one who is rough to the orphan, and urges not the feeding of the needy. So woe to the praying ones who are unmindful of their prayers, who do good to be seen and refrain from acts of kindness.
Surah Part 30, Surah 108, The Abundance of Good, Ayats 1 through 3. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, surely we have given thee abundance of good. So pray to thy Lord and sacrifice. Surely thy enemy is cut off from good. Part
Part 30, Surah 109, Al-Kafirun, the disbelievers, ayats 1 through 6. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, O disbelievers, I serve not that which you serve, nor do you serve him whom I serve, nor shall I serve that which ye serve, nor do you serve him whom I serve, nor you is your recompense, and for me my recompense.
Part 30, Surah 110, Al-Nasr, the help. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful. When Allah's help and victory comes, and thou seest men entering the religion of Allah in companies, celebrate the praise of thy Lord and ask his protection. Surely he is ever returning to mercy.
Part 30, Surah 111, The Flame, ayats 1 through 5. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Abu Lahab's hands will perish, and he will perish. His wealth and that which he earns will not avail him. He will burn in fire, giving rise to flames. And his wife, the bearer of slander, upon her neck a halter of twisted rope. Part 30, Surah 112, the Unity, ayats 1 through 4. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say he, Allah is one. Allah is he on whom all depend. He begets not, nor is he begotten, and none is like him. Part 30, Surah 113, the Dawn, ayats 1 through 5. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say I seek refuge in the Lord of the Dawn, from the evil of that which he has created, and from the evil of intense darkness when it comes, and from the evil of those who cast evil suggestions and firm resolutions, and from the evil of the envier when he envies.
Part 30, Surah 114, El-Nas, the men, ayats 1 through 6. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, from the evil of the whisperings of the slinking devil, who whispers into the hearts of men from among the jinn and the men. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Surely Allah's word is the truth.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Surely Allah's word speaks the truth. All praise is due to Allah for the complete reading of Part 30. All praise is due to Allah. Each and every one read beautifully. We will close out in prayer, after which we will have brief announcements. Attention, prayer. Our Lord, punish us not if we forget or make a mistake. Our Lord, do not lay on us a burden as thou didst lay on those before us. Our Lord, impose not on us afflictions which we have not the strength to bear, and pardon us and grant us protection and have mercy on us. Thou art our patron. So grant us victory over the disbelieving people. O Allah, you are the most forgiving, and you love forgiveness. Surah 113, Al-Falaq, the dawn. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the dawn, from the evil of that which he has created, and from the evil of intense darkness when it comes, and from the evil of those who cast evil suggestions in firm resolution, and from the evil of the envier when he envies. Surah 114, Al-Nas, the men. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, from the evil of the whispering of the slinking devil, who whispers into the hearts of men from among the jinn and the men. Allah, there is no God but He, the ever-living, the self-subsisting, by whom all subsist. Slumber overtakes Him not, nor sleep. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth. Who is He that can intercede with Him but by His permission? He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and they encompass nothing of His knowledge except what He pleases. His knowledge extends over the heavens and the earth, and the preservation of them both tires Him not. And He is the Most High, the Great. O Allah, guide us among those who Thou hast guided, and preserve us among those who Thou hast preserved, and befriend us among those who Thou hast befriended. And bless us in what Thou hast granted, and save us from the evil of what Thou hast ordered. For Thou dost order, and no order is given against Thy order. Surely He is not disgraced, whom Thou befriendest. Blessed art Thou, our Lord, and highly exalted. All praise is truly due to Allah. All praise is due to Allah. We are ever so grateful for the complete reading of Part 30. We are so grateful to each and every reader. You read absolutely beautifully. We are truly grateful for this monumental read of Part 30 on this Juma. We are truly, truly grateful. We are truly grateful to each and every reader, for those who followed along, and to the Cover Down Sisters. We have somewhat of a little bit of a tradition that we have on the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 Qur'anic Read and Podcast. Then on Part 30, those who may have a burning testimony to share regarding being part of the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30, whether you read, whether you follow along, if you have a testimony that you might like to give at this time, we will first start with our Cover Down Sister Latif. Sister Latif?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, beloved. Assalamu alaikum, family. And Juma Mubarak. It's an honor and first, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's an honor and a pleasure to serve, to lend my divine gift to this line, and just to exude my love for the teachings and Holy Qur'an and everything through this gift. It's a pleasure to serve as a cover down sister. Interesting things happen behind the scenes, like my mother calling me today right while I'm reading. so that is a interesting thing. But we just persevere through it. So it's a pleasure to be with you. I look forward to our next journey of the 14th installment. This is like my second or third go round with you all. So I love it. And thank you. You all are in my prayers, and thank you for all that you do. Love you, family. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. We love you too, Sister Latif. Thank you for sharing your absolutely divine gift with us on this line and for working so hard behind the scenes as a cover down sister and reading so beautifully each and every day. We are ever so grateful for the hard work that you do and your sacrifice and persevering with your mother calling you while you were reading. All praise is truly due to Allah. Brother Fatir, assalamu alaikum, sir. Might you have words that you'd like to give this morning?
Walaikum salam, family. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful. This has been inspiring to me and has been a blessing in disguise to hear Allah's voices through Allah's, all the brothers and sisters on the phone. And it has reminded me when I was a Navy SEAL. It has rebuilt the 3 Ds in me again, which is discipline, drive, and determination. And it has made me have a habit of excellence of reading the Qur'an, just hearing the voices of Allah through my brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum, family.
All praise is truly due to Allah. Thank you, Brother Fatir, for lending your divine gift to the line each and every morning, for striving so hard each and every day. We are truly grateful for you being a brother on the line, reading with us every morning. All praise is truly due to Allah. Thank you for sharing your divine gift with us on this line. All praise is truly due to Allah. Sister Malika Divine, might you have something you'd like to say this morning, beloved?
Assalamu alaikum, family. Thank you, Sister Regina, for inviting me. I've been with your 30 and 30 for a little while now, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy it mostly because starting my day with Fajr prayer and then going into reading really provides me with the spiritual covering and the spiritual wellness that I particularly care for, so that I could move about in this dark world that we live in. So it's a pleasure to read with my family. I know all of your voices, and the ones I don't know, I look forward to getting to know. And I also enjoy becoming more knowledgeable with the Word of God, so that it can keep my eyes open, my senses sharp, my ears hearing and understanding. And I thank Allah for such a marvelous book that we are allowed to read and be guided from. So thank you for this opportunity. May Allah continue to bless the platform of 30 and 30 and every sister and brother on here that desires to get closer to Allah. May Allah be pleased with us and continue to bless us. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you so much, our sister Malika. Thank you so much. You have actually been here from the beginning. All those nearly 14 months ago, you've been reading with us nearly from the beginning. Yes, ma'am. And all praise to Allah for you sharing your divine gift with us, and for you having such a beautiful platform yourself of a prayer line each and every morning. All praise is truly due to Allah. We are grateful for you and your gift. Might there be anyone else that might like to have something to say at this time?
Assalamu alaikum, family. This is Sister Maisha. I just want to thank you, Sister Regina, for allowing and listening and beckoning to the call of Allah where He planted this on your heart to bring this forth, this wonderful Quranic reading. I know just as well as several other individuals on the line, they could attest to saying that when you read the Qur'an every day, especially when you're dealing with different ailments and illnesses, it's something about the power of the word. As you read this word, you can truly feel the healing begin. Once you start meditating and being familiar, with the Quran and reading it, it's something that it does to the inside. As Sister Malika Divine stated, getting up, is so essential. Of course, we have our 5 prayers that, we're obligated to make. But it's something when you set the tone of your day with prayer and with the Quranic reading, it just does something for me. I begin to heal, the days when I was feeling bad. If I muscled up the energy and the strength to get up and get on the line, I can truly feel, each day I was feeling better and better and better. So I just want to encourage us all, because we all have busy lives that we have, and if we just set that in our daily schedules to get up in the morning, to get on the Quranic reading, as well as Sister Malika Divine's Fajr prayer line, you'll start feeling better. And I know it worked for me, and it works for so many others of us that is on the line. So let's just stay encouraged and just keep going. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sister Maisha, for your words and for sharing your divine gift with us. You, too, have been here from pretty much the very beginning, and we are truly grateful for your sacrifice. Thank you so much. All praise is truly due to Allah. Might there be anyone else who'd like to have something to say at this time?
Assalamu alaikum. This is Sister Cheryl. I wanted to say to the family, thank you for the encouragement. I want to extend my gratitude to Brother Abdul Malik for prayer and fasting. That's initially how I ended up being here. I was extended the invitation by Brother Saladin and Sister Regina. Sister Regina, I started off, she invited me to be a reader, and she encouraged me to continue on reading. And the more I got on, each time I was more encouraged, and I got more spiritually lifted in the morning. And I, just as Brother Fatir said, it sets a tone of discipline in you. And I went from being a reader to being invited to being one of the Color Down Sisters. And with that responsibility, it has increased my sense of spirituality even more. The reading of the Quran each day is like a constant reminder, and it sets tones, almost like, Post-it notes. How we make and jot down notes for ourselves. Every time I read, I'm learning more. More is being revealed to me, and the more I read, it's the different ayats in the verses are beginning to be reminders for me throughout the day, and I am reading and associating myself in my experiences to the different verses in the Quran. So I would definitely say that it is spiritually enlightening, and it also helps to establish my relationship with Allah, to make my relationship with Allah a lot stronger. So I thank you for the opportunity, family. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Cheryl, for your words, for sharing your divine gift as well. All praise is due to Allah. We are grateful that you are, in fact, a Cover Down sister. We are just truly, truly grateful. for your steadfastness and your sacrifice as well. Might there be anyone else who'd like to have something to say?
Assalamu alaikum, family. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What I would like to say very quick is that we had a major discussion about the perpetrating the fraud, a very powerful, eye-opening discussion. And with the blessing of Almighty God, Allah, working through our amazing, steadfast, dedicated, beautiful, spiritually, Sister Regina 7X. Allah guided her to provide this platform where we can read or listen to the holy words of Allah. Because the Holy Qur'an, which is one of the best tools that Allah gives mankind, it allows you to see when you are perpetrating the fraud. And Allah, with His words through the Holy Qur'an, allows you to get back on the right path to Allah. So I thank every one of you who reads, who listen, who cover down, work behind the scene. All praise is due to Allah for your duty and your sacrifice to your Lord.
All praises due to Allah. Thank you, Brother Saladin 7X, also known as the Master Recruiter. All praises due to Allah. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication and sacrifice. Thank you for those words. All praises due to Allah. Might there be anyone else that have something they'd like to say? All praises.
Regina, assalamu alaikum. This is Sister Veronica.
Wa alaikum salam.
Just wanted to say that I'm grateful to Allah so much for being able to read with my sisters. Most I know, most I do not. But I don't have to know you physically to know that you're my brother and sister in the faith. But I'm so grateful to be able to read. And I like to thank Allah for all that reads, on this line. And what this has done for me over the time that I've been reading is that we understand that repetition is very good for us. So as we keep reading the Holy Qur'an, things will come up, and surahs will come up that we need to solve problems in our daily lives. Because, we are the mosque. We're not, the building is not the mosque. You, the believer, is the mosque. So when there's no one, with you, Allah is always with you, and He will reveal something from this holy book to help us in our daily lives and to help all of us who may be going through something, who may seek guidance or counsel from each other, because we are each other's brother and sister. And so this reading constantly, the repetition puts in our hearts and our minds, the word of Allah, because surely Allah's word speaks the truth. So there's none higher than reading this holy word, and it will help us, in our daily life. I love it. Sometimes we do struggle, as Sister said, to get up, and to be able to say our prayers and read, but we also are given mercy. That's why we have 5 prayers a day. We're able to make them up, as Brother Sultan Rahman told us. We're able to make them up. So if you can't read in the morning, then you can read during the day. But never, ever think that we don't have to read at all. And so for me, what it's done for me is to help me to continue to read. Because I'm back in school, and unfortunately my workload is a little bit more now. So sometimes the struggle for me is real. It's really hard. So what I do is I decided to take Monday through Friday off and read on the weekend. But now I'm struggling to read on the weekend because I'm doing extra work on the weekend. So, but I will be listening in. I may not be able to read, but fortunately I will be able to tune in and listen in on the days that I can. So prayerfully I will be back, inshallah, in the lineup in August, and just wanted to keep everyone in prayer and say thank you for the voices that I've heard, and it feels like family, and we truly are a family here. And I love you, Sister Regina. I'm always sending you something. So we just want to keep that circle of peace and love. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Sister Veronica. All praise is truly due to Allah. We're grateful for you with your beautiful gift, your divine gift that you share with us each and every day. You've been here nearly from the beginning as well, and we will miss you for this month. And as you stated, inshallah, you'll be returning to us in August to read. All praise is truly due to Allah. Once again, we are truly grateful to each and every one for being part of this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. We are truly grateful to each and every reader. We're grateful to each and every one who follows along. We're grateful to the Cover Down Sisters, our Cover Down Sisters, our Sister Eartha, Sister Yaisha, Sister Cheryl, and Sister Latif. We are truly grateful for your sacrifice, your hard work, your dedication. It is truly a blessing to be here, to be able to facilitate this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. When Allah laid it upon my heart about 14 months ago, I didn't really understand completely what it was that He wanted me to do. All I knew was that I desired to be obedient to Allah. And here we are, continuing with the reading each and every day. Consecutively, we have read 13 months the holy word of Allah. And we are truly, truly grateful for the blessing that He rises us up, allows us to make prayer, and to read or hear His holy word. What a wonderful day to start, what a wonderful way to start the day, and to reflect throughout the day on His word, how different ayats just come to you in the middle of the day. Different things come to you as you're interacting throughout your day. Maybe you wake up at night, in the middle of the night, and you rise to make prayer, and these different ayats come to your mind. And I'm just truly, truly grateful for being just a vessel that Allah is using at this time, in this season, to be part of one who is sharing in this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. Once again, I am truly grateful for each and every one's sacrifice, for your hard work, for your encouragement, for your prayers. I truly, truly am. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and we are truly grateful for all of your help. It is truly a blessing. I am just absolutely grateful for each and every one of you. You just don't know what it does to my heart to hear you read, to see you read, to receive text messages from you of how the reading is blessing your lives, or even for someone to say, hey, do you have anything I'd like to read tomorrow, or I'm available, I can read another day, or this or that, or what have you. And it really, really does my heart good, because I do see and understand how healing and encouraging Allah's word is. It truly, truly is. And I am grateful, grateful, grateful. Inshallah, on tomorrow morning, we will begin the call at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard with another music mix or a lecture, followed by the reading of the Holy Qur'an from installment number 14. Part 1. Part 1 begins with Surah 1, Ayat 1, and goes all the way through to Surah 2, Ayat 1. May Allah bless each and every one. Please do remember we have a playback number that you can listen to today's reading. We also have the podcast playback where you can not only listen to, but you can view the presentation from the previous reading. We are truly grateful to each and every one. If there's, you can continue to invite others, other brothers and sisters, anyone that you know that would come to the line and would like to hear the divine word of Allah. We are open to, from any denominations to come on and to listen to the reading. We are open to new readers coming on to the line. We are just truly grateful for Allah's word and this platform that we have that is blessing so very, very many. It truly is a blessing and an encouragement in my life as well. For those who desire to remain on the call, we will continue with the music mix lecture delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, August the 10th, 1986, titled Seek Refuge in Allah. Once again, thank you for being part of this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. Once again, thank you so much to each and every reader, to those who follow along, to the Cover Down Sisters, to Brother Saladin 7X, also known as the Master Recruiter. Once again, thank you to the Cover Down Sisters for your hard work. Thank you to those who have been here from the inception nearly 14 months ago. We are so grateful. Our sister LaShawn has been here from the inception as well. We are grateful for her hard work and her sacrifice. I don't believe she's able to come off of mute to say anything at this time. However, we are truly grateful, and I just wanted to make mention that she has been here from the beginning, which is definitely a blessing and a sacrifice on her part as well. And so many others. I dare not try to call each and everyone's name that reads on the line. I am truly grateful for your hard work and your sacrifice. Please continue to keep the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30, Qur'ānic read and podcast in your prayers. Keep myself, my family, and this entire Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 family in your prayers, that Allah continues to bless and to lift and to help to spread this beautiful, beautiful platform. All praise is truly due to Allah. May Allah continue to bless each and every one of us and the families that we represent by being present. Assalamu alaikum. You may greet one another. Juma Mubarak.